Hello, hello. My name is Linda, also known as Tortajala around the internet. I love creative journaling and all things stationery. Today, I want to share a quick unboxing of a leather fountain pen case that I purchased. It is a hard case for 6 pens, and I thought it would be nice to share because there are a few details regarding these types of cases that you probably want to take note of in case you might be in the market for one of these. I know that I think years ago, Doodlebug had done a review of this type of fountain pen case, and it's part of the reason why I went with this type of fountain pen case as opposed to many other options that are out there. Lori from Time with Tata also has a 12 pen version of this type of case. So I went ahead and ordered this off AliExpress, and you can see that it's branded like Contacts Family. I don't know, the whole shop is branded Contacts, and they have lots of like leather products. So it seems like it's a pretty big shop. And you also can find them on Amazon, but sometimes they're under different names. So I don't know if really they all come from the same place, maybe. Um, like they might be manufactured from the same place, but they have different names from different shops. Who knows? But it came in a very sturdy box. There was no damage whatsoever. There was, the branding card, the little baggie for this, but it doesn't really fit in that dust bag, so I think that's weird and sort of useless. But basically, this is a magnetic pen case, and it is made of leather, and it's sort of like hard with this inner tray that will slide out where you can put your fountain pens. And, it is this coffee brown color. It does come in other types of colors. The inside has this sort of like furry fabric lining kind of thing. And the closure is magnetic, and it's a very strong magnetic closure. So your pens are not going to come flying out even if you shake it around. Um, One thing that's really nice is that the stitching is really like on point. There's nothing loose. There are no loose threads at all. It looks really well made, even though it's so inexpensive. You might be able to get it for a better price from AliExpress when they have like, those coupon codes and like sales and things like that. But you can also find what looks to be like the same thing on Amazon. And of course, if you have Prime, you're going to get, really fast delivery. And of course, if anything's wrong with it, you can always return it. So I know a lot of people do prefer to shop on Amazon. But just taking a closer look at the case itself and all the little details and parts, everything just looks really good. I know that this pen tray, I mean, it's not super sturdy. Obviously, if you try to damage it or rip it out, it could get damaged, but it seems like it's pretty good for the price that you are paying. So, this inside tray, this one has space for 6 pens. There are other sizes as well, like 1 pen, I think 2 pens, 3 pens, 6 and 12. So I do have a pen case, like this giant A4 sized one that has like the elastic band type of feature, which is fine, although I don't really like the elastic band type. But I wanted something that would take up less space on my desk, and so having sort of like a 6 pen case makes more sense to me, and could also be for travel purposes. So that is why I went ahead and got this. So I'm just going to test it out and put some pens in here. Um, and, from the reviews and what I've seen online, just, it's a fraction of the price compared to other, leather pen cases, which, of course, if you want to invest in it, it's fine. But I don't even have very many expensive pens, so it just seems weird that I would spend more on a pen case than the pen, if that makes sense. Um, but you can see when I put in pens in here, if I have this really chunky pen, this is a Jinhao 9019, it does not fit on those top and bottom like edge spaces because the pen clip will get caught and you won't be able to close it. So those sort of like chunkier pens, you'd have to put them in the center. But you can see here the magnet is really strong. You can shake it around. It's not going to fall out. And, it seems to be, you know, doing the job for most size pens. The 9019 is like my biggest, chunkiest pen. I really don't have anything like chunkier than that besides like novelty. stuff. So I think it fits for pretty much, most of the fountain pens that a person would have. And I know a lot of people show off like acrylic trays and like wooden drawers and things like that for fountain pens, but I've never been really attracted to that. The way that I have my desk set up as well, it just wouldn't work right now to have like more furniture, so to speak. And so I'm happy to have like this hard pen case that can sit on my desk for like maybe my currently inked pens when I'm out of this phase of like having every single pen inked always. And it can double also as a traveling, pen case. And I'm limiting it to six because uh, I do have some nicer pens coming. So it's sort of like in preparation, like to have a place to put them. But it's also a limit rather than getting like a 12 or 20, pen case, and then you're going to want to fill it up. Um, so yeah, I'm pretty happy with, this pen case. I don't know what the dust bag is for. It's completely useless. But yeah, I am just thinking that it's really, really nice for the price that you're paying. The only downside, I guess, is that it sort of smells, like chemically. It doesn't smell like good leather, if that makes sense. So I guess I'm gonna have to air it out a little and hopefully it'll get better, or maybe I can condition it or clean it with, leather soap kind of thing, and maybe that would take away the smell a little bit because I chose this like coffee oil color, which is much darker than just the regular coffee color. And I think that it's like an extra type of like, I don't know, coating on it. So maybe that's why it's smelly. But it could just be because, manufacturing process of this, there's probably a lot of chemicals. So one thing to note is the back of this, you do not want to bend it over back on itself because you'll probably break it. It's not meant to do that. It's not meant to stand up or anything like that. It's just supposed to open like this and the tray's gonna come out and then you can access your pens that way. So that's one thing to note, that might be different from, other, over $100 pen cases out there. So that is one thing to note. But for my purposes, I'm, happy with this, getting it for about like 20 bucks. So I am, content. And I think that moving forward, when I am, you know, getting out of the exploratory phase again, where all my fountain pens are inked, I think I would like to have like around six, right, inked at a time. So it's sort of nice that this case would be on my desk with like the active fountain pens, and then the other ones would be in that other big A4 zip up that could be for, more for storage, or just less used fountain pens could be there. So I think that will work out. So that's it for this video. Let me know what you think about this pen case, if you have one as well, or if you have opinions about the different types that are out there, because there are, roll fountain pen cases, leather hard cases, the soft leather cases as well as like many of the rickshaw cases that you see from a lot of pen shows, but I don't have access to that. Because they are in the States. So that would be something that I could acquire when like I go visit the States, but here in Europe, it's just a bit more difficult to order from companies that, um, are so far away. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more stationery videos. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here and supporting me. I hope you have a lovely day, and until next time, bye.